All right, negative fractional exponents. Very similar to fractional exponents. In fact, we even already have had negative fractional exponents. But first of all, let's explain what this means. 16 to the 3 halves. First of all, the half part means square root. So I'm going to find the square root of 16. But then we have this third part up on the top, which means I'm going to then take that to the third power. So when I have 16 to the 3 halves, I do the square root first, that is 4. Then I'm going to take it to the third power, and that is 64. So 16 to the 3 halves power is 64. Now let's put a problem in here like in the Khan exercises. 64 over 25, and that is to the negative 3 halves. Because it's a negative exponent, first thing we do is the reciprocal. So that's 25 over 64, and then that would be to the positive 3 halves. I'm going to do the half part first, which is the square root part. So the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 64 is 8. Then I still need to take that to the third power, because this would be, well, anyways. So the third power of 5/8, that is 125 over 8 to the third power is 512. So your answer would be 125 over 512. Let's look at another example. 16 over 81, again to the negative 3 halves. That means I'm going to take this to the third power and to the half power. The half power is the square root, but I got to first of all, because it's a negative exponent, do 81 over 16, the reciprocal, and now it is to the positive exponent. Square root first, 9 over 4. I have to do the third power yet, and 9 to the third power is 729, and 4 to the third power is 64. So we get 729 over 64. One more problem, and as in all of these problems that we do, you have to be careful, because sometimes they give you a problem that looks like the previous problem, but it's not a negative exponent. So do not flip this, because it's not a negative exponent. So because it's to the 3 halves power, I do the square root first. Square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 25 is 5. Now I take that to the third power, of which is 64 over 125. So the answer would be 64 over 125.